Hello everyone and welcome. Today we are back with one of our tractor history videos, this one being for the International B series, specifically the B250, B275 and the B414. As you can tell, internationals are a favourite of mine, with myself owning a 434, however I would like to add a B275 to the collection one day. Once again, we have clips from myself and Dave from the Incredible Tractor channel, so please do check his channels out in the description below if you haven't already. Without further ado, let's get into the history of the International B series tractors. The International B250 was first introduced in the late 1955, built in the International Harvester factory in Bradford. The factory itself was the Bradford Works and known as the Joet Cars and Van Factory, but they also built the Bristol Crawlers for a period. It was initially called the Little Giant, and by the end of 1956, 3,455 were built. In 1955, the B250 debuted at the 1955 Royal Smithfield Show, where it then went on to be sold in numbers. In 1957, over 12,000 B250s were produced. The B250 was well equipped with a specification that could include live hydraulics, an automatic pickup hitch, and inboard disc brakes. It also had a differential lock. The B250 came with a 4-cylinder diesel engine, which was the B250 engine, which had a 5 forward, 1 reverse gearbox. In 1958, the B275 was introduced as the successor to the B250. It remained in production until 1968, a solid 10-year run that highlights its reliability and popularity. Like the B250, the B275 was built at the Doncaster factory. Over 75,000 units were produced, making it one of the most successful British-built tractors of its time. Under the bonnet, the B2750 came with 2 engine options. The most common was the BT154 4-cylinder diesel engine, slightly larger at 2.5 litres and putting at around 38 horsepower. There was also a petrol version, although it was far less common. The B275 brought several improvements over the B250. It featured a dual clutch system, improved hydraulics and more robust steering components. You could get the B275 in standard agricultural form, as a row crop version, or even as an industrial model. There were a few rare four-wheel drive conversions carried out by specialist companies, though these are extremely rare today. By 1961, International Harvester introduced the B414. It stayed in production until 1966. Again, these were built at Doncaster, continuing the strong tradition of British engineering. The B414 was an evolution of the B275, sharing many components but featuring a more powerful BD154 diesel engine, now tuned to produce about 40 horsepower. The petrol variant was still available but remained uncommon. The B414 saw further enhancements in both ergonomics and mechanical design. It featured better weight distribution and more refined hydraulics. It also had improved operator comfort, a small but welcome step forward in the 1960s. As with the earlier models, the B414 was offered in several configurations: agricultural, industrial and row crop. While there was no factory four-wheel drive model, a few companies did offer aftermarket conversions, making those versions extremely rare today. As we conclude the video, I would like to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please do give it a like and subscribe. Also let us know what tractor models you would like us to cover in the comments below. I will leave an end card at the end so you can go ahead and watch the previous story of the Massey Ferguson 35. We hope to see you all next Friday with another video.